Year's Eve right now. It's maybe 4 p.m. It's 4:30. I'm gonna make myself some dinner. I'm using my little DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and we have the mic connected, so I'm excited to see how this audio sounds, but we're making tacos for dinner tonight. Let's get cooking. I'm doing a nice I'm doing a nice solo New Year's Eve this evening, and I'm so excited about it. Last year, New Year's Eve, I was at my dad's with, I can't remember if my brother was there or not. I want to say he wasn't even there. I don't think he was there. I think I spent last New Year's Eve by myself, and I remember waking up early in the morning, going to the beach, and writing the letter to myself for 2025. Now that I think about it, I'm gonna find that letter and I'm gonna sit and read it tonight. And I'm gonna write myself a new letter tomorrow morning for 2026. And we're gonna see how much of that letter actually came true. Because I completely forgot about that. I was thinking about it the other day. That slipped my mind until now. We're doing ground beef and taco seasoning from Trader Joe's. Could not be bothered for anything too fancy for dinner tonight. It's also Tuesday, so like Taco Tuesday just seemed appropriate, you know? It's weird having New Year's Eve on a Tuesday in like the middle of the week. Not entirely the vibes I'm sure we were all hoping for, but I am extremely ready for a new year. I was on TikTok and something popped up talking about your numerology for 2024, like the number year it was for you versus 2025. My number year from last year was a 5. My number for this next year is going to be a 6. Let's talk about that. Okay, last year my numerology was a 5. So in numerology, a personal year 5 is a time of change, adventure, and freedom, which was completely my 2024. Literally to a T. It can be a time to break free from routines, take risks, and travel. Some say that people may feel more expansive and their social lives may expand as well, which I feel like fully happened this year. Adventure, it can be a good time for an adventure, travel to new places or take classes. New people, it can be a good time to meet new people. Relocation, I relocated twice, which was so unplanned, but it makes total sense. New horizons, it can be a good time to seek new horizons and shake off any restrictive structures, which I feel like definitely happened more so towards like the middle and end of the year. And then hobbies, it can be a good time to take up a new hobby, especially in a group environment. So, and then the last one, if you want to grow your business, advertising can be worthwhile. And I definitely grew my business on all platforms this year. So it was a very expansive year for me. Now moving on to year 6 numerology. So this is what 2025 is going to be for me. Number 6 is associated with love, care, and nurturing. A year 6 in numerology can mean focusing on home and family. This year can be a time to focus on domestic responsibilities, build loving relationships, and contribute to your community. Balance, it can be a time to restore your mind, body, and spirit and create a harmonious environment. 100% happening this year. Personal life, this year can be a time when the pleasures and problems of your personal life predominate. Love can be a motivating factor, but it's important to learn the difference between love and control, guilt, fear, attraction, and hate. Self-care, it can be a time to take care of yourself so you can do better and help others. And romantic partner, it can be an ideal time to attract a romantic partner. That's actually so funny because I was literally just telling someone this the other day. I think it was my brother's girlfriend. I was saying how dating's been on my back burner for all of 2024. I went on like a few dates here and there, but I wasn't like, I'm not on dating apps. I'm not like intentionally trying to meet people or go on dates. And I think for the first time in 2 years, I'm like 100% ready to start dating again. So we'll see what 2025 brings. Okay, we have to test to make sure that the stainless steel pan is hot enough. Okay, in order to do it, you just put a little bit of water in there, and if it's like flying around, that means it's hot enough. And add a little bit of oil. I always turn it down when I add like oil or butter, because the last time I added in butter, it like immediately smoked and it was just not the vibes. Not what we needed in the kitchen. Okay, I'm gonna cover that and let it cook for a little bit. I gotta start on the taco shells. I just went to the store earlier today because we ran out of these. These are the taco shells that I use. Whoa. No, I'm gonna be so sad if I just like crushed all of these or cracked them. They're from Trader Joe's. What a tragedy that would be if I literally just cracked all of my taco shells. I did. I cracked a good amount of them. It's fine, you know what? Whatever ends up not working out, I'll just bake and turn it into like a bowl for dip instead, like a little taco bowl. We'll just have to go that route. That's okay. You gotta find the positive in everything, you know? Keep saying this every time I grabbed the tinfoil and the parchment paper. I need to add it to my Target list, and I literally did a Target pickup order today, and I didn't add it on because I was like, no, I can't think of anything else that I need. This is why I need to make more lists. I think I might have a few that can spare. The rest are gonna have to get crushed up and become chips. Okay, anytime I do taco shells, I roll out a lime and put a little bit of lime juice on there. I should have done this on a cutting board, but that was just pure laziness on my part, if I'm being totally honest. We've got Gossip Girl on in the background. I've got a glass of wine already poured. I know for a fact my butt is gonna be in bed so early tonight. I also work tomorrow, so like, I'm totally fine with staying in. And I love starting the new year off not hungover and actually feeling ready to like tackle my goals and the new year, you know? I don't know. It's just a good way to start off the new year. Like, I don't feel like I'm going into it feeling terrible and hungover. I haven't had a hungover like New Year's Day in a while, so I'm not starting now. I will not be participating in Dry January this year though. I did it last year for I think about like 19 days, and then I was like, yeah, I could drink again. I don't know. It's not something that piqued my interest this year that I felt like I like needed to be without it. Because I feel like I didn't really drink as much this year as I have like years past. So I don't know. It wasn't something that for me, I'm like, oh, I really need to try to do it. But I did it last year, this year. And I lasted for like almost a whole month. We're doing vision boards with the girlies this week, or no, on the 9th. We're doing it soon, which I'm very excited about. And then I feel like I have something else going on this month that I can't think of. Anyways, that will definitely be a wine night for sure with the girlies. I cannot wait to make a vision board. That is the only reason that I haven't done it quite yet, is because I know that I'm gonna do it with the girlies. I'm planning on just doing like a digital vision board, so I should probably like double check in the group chat and see what everyone else is vibing. I would feel like they would want to do digital ones too, but again, we gotta send it in the group chat and figure it all out with the girlies. Okay, taco mix seasoning from Trader Joe's. We're gonna add that in, and I got a can of black beans as well to add. It's literally just such an easy way to bulk up your meal. I just drain them, rinse them off, and then I'll pop them in when the meat is like almost done cooking. This fog has not been it. I have not seen a like really pretty sunrise or sunset in so long. Makes me so sad because we've been living here for a total of 11 days. Wow, that's so crazy. It's already been 11 days since we got the keys. I bought this little container for fruit, and I have used it more to drain my beans than I think I've used it for quite literally anything else, but honestly it works, so why not, right? All right, while the meat is cooking, I'm gonna add in my seasoning. I'm just gonna add in the rest of this. Mix this in, and then once this gets a little bit more cooked, that's when I will add in the black beans. I also need to add in a little bit of water to this. Okay, meat is almost done, so I'm gonna add in the beans and just let these warm up and cook a little bit. And then I'm gonna toss everything into the taco shells that I'm making. I got these really cute little taco stand holders, and now this is gonna be the first time that I get to use them. Oh, watch out, Bubbas. Not right in front of the oven. Okay, these are done. Meat is done. I'm too lazy to chop up the cilantro that I have in the fridge. I guess I could just rip some off. Oh, those are so hot. Oh, okay, actually, these things are perfect though. Where have these been my whole life? This would have saved me so much time and stress. Okay, tacos are very simple. I always add in some cheese on the bottom and like let it melt a little bit since these are hot. And then on top of that, I'm gonna add the ground beef. These are like my OG ground beef tacos that I made before I ever got started into the steak tacos. Okay, on top of that, I'm gonna add a little bit more lime, and then we're just gonna top it with Greek yogurt. I do this instead of sour cream because it's better for you, and I don't know, I don't love sour cream, to be totally honest, but I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. This has always been like my sour cream option whenever it comes to making tacos at home. And Greek yogurt also has so much protein in it, so we're adding in even more protein into our meal. So if you're like struggling to get enough protein in, just find little ways like this that you can just add in just a little bit more. And then on top of this, I'm just gonna add some cheese. And then like I said, I'm just way too lazy to feel like chopping up that cilantro right now. So we're just gonna sprinkle on some cheese and call it a day for the tacos. Literally as simple as that, such an easy meal. You can obviously add so much more to it, bulk it up even more with like lettuce, tomatoes, onions. Like you could do so many different things with this. This is just my very easy, basic meal. Like a full-on blueberry with all of the different blues that I have going on today. So that is from Amazon, and then TLF hoodie. And I'm gonna throw on some my white Converse, and I think another jacket over top of this and a beanie because I am so cold today. I teach the 9:30 class this morning. On Wednesdays, I only have one class, which is kind of nice because I get like a little bit of a morning to myself, which is really only a possibility on Wednesdays and Friday mornings, and then Sundays. Those are my days, 2 of my days off, and then Wednesdays I just don't work as early, so I actually have a morning. The plan is to get to the gym today. I'm gonna hit legs. I'm gonna take it really easy though because my low back is still kind of messed up, so I think I'm gonna do as many machines as I possibly can, and then just go like a little bit lighter on some dumbbell work that I want to do, but I will take you guys with me nonetheless for that. Okay, I bought this little cup from Amazon so long ago. It's the Porter cup. I'm pretty sure it was like decently expensive. Don't quote me on that, but legit have never really used this thing, and I have now realized that it's like the perfect little to-go size for my coffee during class, especially because I'm only doing 1 shot of espresso, so I don't need like as much milk as if I was doing 2 shots. And I feel like I have mastered my espresso machine. I love it. I don't love the beans as much that I'm using right now. They are, what brand is this? La Clume. I don't know why I don't love them that much, but I don't know. They're not my favorite. Like I love the other bag that I got from Whole Foods. It's like a white bag. I think it's like Coastal something. I'm gonna go back when I run out of other beans because I want to use through everything that I have first and try out some other ones. But so far those are my favorite ones and I ran out of them already, so that will be a restock eventually once we go through all of the other beans that I have. So I'm gonna try out some other ones first because I think I still have 2 more bags in my cabinet. The goal is to really get back into my whole food focused meals. I don't feel like I've strayed too much from it, if I'm being totally honest. I don't feel like that was like a full shot. I feel like I haven't strayed too far from it, but I have definitely been enjoying the holiday season and December, so we're gonna get back into it now that it's January and it's a new year. I don't even know if I've said Happy New Year, but Happy New Year. Hello, welcome to 2025. I posted on my Instagram today and asked you guys what your word of the year would be for 2025. My word of the year for last year was opportunity, and I fully embraced that, and I'm so proud of myself. I think this year the word that I'm leaning towards is consistency, because now that I've had all these amazing opportunities, I want to stay consistent with a lot of the things that I have now brought into my life and really kind of just focus on more of my routines and kind of like settling this year, because I felt like last year was it was just so up in the air, and I was relocating so many times, constantly like commuting back and forth. And this year I feel like I have a really solid start to like a steady home life and steady career. Like I just feel like there's so many constants in my life this year that I won't feel so like uprooted in everything. So I want to be consistent with everything now. I think I'm gonna end up filming this entire vlog on my little DJI Osmo Pocket. Like I just started filming the other day and I realized that I didn't have any other footage on my Sony camera memory card. So I think we're just starting the whole new vlog on here, and I'm kind of excited to see how it turns out. I want to start using the mic more often, so I need to make sure that like when I'm home I like clip the mic on me so that way I can have like better audio, because I don't know how the audio is going to sound like through this obviously with no mic. But I was using the mic yesterday when I was cooking and I feel like it's going to sound really good and help like take out so much of that background noise. But anyways, I can't decide if I don't think I want to put on like a whole second jacket, because this is already like this is already really big and I don't want to try to like shove on another jacket on top of this. So I think we're gonna go beanie, just because I feel like it's gonna be cold in class today, because it's been so cold at the studio the last few times and I just want to be a little bit warmer. Okay, full fit. I did not eat breakfast yet, but I have a protein bar in here. I think I'm gonna come back and eat some protein pancakes before I go to the gym. Okay, got my water, got my coffee, got my phone, and I got you guys. Let's go. I love that this thing, oh, it's shaking. I don't know what it was trying to focus on. I love this thing fits on my dash. I think I said this, I can't remember if I said it here or in another one, but I ordered a little mount for it, like a magnetic mount, so that I can just pop it onto like different things. And I'm so freaking excited to test that out. I also learned how to do like cinematic style color grading with this thing, and I can't wait to sit and edit this vlog and see how all of these clips turn out. You guys, vlogs are about to like friggin' pop off for 2025. I'm so excited. It's so cold. My hands are freezing. Also, I dropped off my keys for my old apartment, so we're done with that. Thank goodness, left that in the past. Still gotta call and complain about some things, but that's a whole different story for another time. Yeah, we're not bringing that energy into 2025, you know? Okay, let's go. I am a little early for work. I don't technically have to be there until like 15 minutes before. It's 9:02 right now. I'm gonna run into 7-Eleven and get myself a different protein bar and maybe another snack, since I have the extra time this morning. I always forget that like I'm a little bit closer to work now, so I don't have to leave as early, but I do have more of a commute per se within my complex to get to my car and get out of our parking garage. That in itself has added time to it, but the actual commute to work is so quick now. last year on the 1st, I went to the beach and I wrote myself a letter and I wrote down my goals for the year and 2024 was going to bring me. Now I'm going to sit down and do the exact same thing, but first I'm going to read the letter that I wrote to myself at the beginning of the year and see what I wrote to myself, because I haven't read it and I'm kind of excited to see what I predicted that this year would bring and what of it came true. Reading that, I'm like so happy that I sat down and did that at the beginning of last year. I want to be more in detail and a little more thorough with my note. I guess I just want to write like a little bit more in detail for this year. So I'm gonna write a letter to December me and we're gonna see next year what of it came true. I did write a letter to myself in September. There was a point where I just got to a point where I felt like so much had changed that I owed it to myself to sit and write myself one more letter before the end of the year. And that I feel like I definitely needed to read, and future me needed that. So I think I might do that again, maybe like halfway through the year, or when I get to a point in the year where I just feel like things have become so monumental that I need to take a second and write another little bit to myself to remind myself of like where I was at versus, you know, the end of the year and what has changed. So I'm gonna sit and write myself a letter really quick for 2025. I'm still waiting on my footage to like process and everything, so we've got some time to sit and write. Finished. We have the letter to myself. I wrote down what 2025 is going to bring, and then I wrote down all of my goals for 2025. So I love that. I just feel like it's a good point of like accountability, and it's just something that you can look back on and see what you truly focused on this year, how much you've grown, and just what things you were really able to kind of like lock in on. So love that, and I'm very excited for what is to come in 2025.